stop and rest. Yes, today when I look at the gospel text, Jesus is asking us to come to Him. And He mentions all. There is the word all in today's gospel text. You see, friends, irrespective of whether you work for money or it's a voluntary work, you may be a homemaker, you may be a ministry worker, you may be a missionary. Even as regular people, we go out and do our business, our daily job. But one thing, my dear friends, no matter what you do, today's gospel, as I reflect, I see Jesus' invitation for us to stop and rest. And this rest is something that we should do intentionally, not something that we do without a purpose. Because we know life has its struggle. It's not easy. We have struggles. I believe all of us can relate strongly with today's gospel text because we have our labor. And sometimes it's not only tired physically, it's also tired mentally. And for all of this, Jesus' invitation for us is to come to Him. As I do my evening walk, I decided to do today's reflection on the go, thinking about this rest, thinking about Jesus. And one of the things that I do to practice intentional rest is going to the Blessed Sacrament. I used to find that a very difficult task. Back when I was doing my Form 6, mathematics was not easy. It's a lot of stress, a lot of effort. And I remember going to the Blessed Sacrament at Our Lady of Sorrows Church, Penang. And I will sit there in that room and pray. For sometimes I even just sit down and say, Jesus, I am tired. Yes, friends, when you go there, even if you happen to fall asleep, it is okay because you are in the presence of God. God cares. Jesus cares. But when we don't stop and we keep on going this cycle, that's where burnout happens. That's where we feel difficult and stressed. My dear friends, today's gospel text, it's a reminder for you and for me that we have a place of rest. We have a place where we can embrace the peace that surpasses all understanding, so that we have that fire to go out and do the work that God has called us to do, irrespective of location or what you do. But we work as though we work for the Lord, and we do it to glorify God. Even after Form 6, when I have my job and when it's difficult, I would still find avenues where if Blessed Sacrament's available, I would go. But if, let's say, time don't permit, maybe going earlier for Mass and sitting in God's presence, or else after Mass, remaining there after the recessional hymn, sitting, closing my eyes, and just breathing that presence of God inside. As you try, I encourage you, if you feel tired today and if you feel a lot of stress and difficult and pressure, try to find these avenues in your parish, a church, a chapel, and sit there and tell Jesus simply, Jesus, I am tired. You have told in your word to come to you. Here I am. So friends, it is time. If you see these signs in your life, agitated quickly, lack of peace, feeling sad, these are all indications you need rest. Your physical circumstances that is causing that stress may not change. But being in God's presence may give you that grace you need to come out victorious, because we are more than conquerors in Christ, as St. Paul has mentioned in his letters. So let's take this time, this gospel, as a reminder of Jesus' invitation to you and me, irrespective of what you do, to come, to be in his presence. And when you feel that tiredness, that mental stress reaching up, the pain unbearable, it's an indication to stop and rest. God bless.